Lucas Paqueta is the latest name on Manchester City list. The Brazilian wants the move. Pep Guardiola is asking the club to sign the Brazilian. But my question is a Brazilian worth this much money? According to multi-reports yesterday, West Ham wants at least 85 million. According to multi-reports today, West Ham wants at least something close to 95 to 100 million. Welcome back to the channel. Keep supporting the channel by smashing the like on this video, and if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Appreciate the love and support. On this video, we'll be giving my thoughts. How much is Paqueta worth in today's football markets? How good is Paqueta? What can he do for Man City? What can he bring into this Manchester City that Manchester City hasn't got yet? Under Guardiola, I'm sure he will cook. But this video, as always, is sponsored by Rockport.
This video is sponsored by Rockport with Football Ferreira magic code VAMOS. Rockport is offer all my viewers a not lost $20 bet when you use my code VAMOS. Rockport is a gamble site with a sport book which has hundreds of different types of bets and odds. If the sport book isn't your thing, you can still use the code VAMOS and get up to 100% deposit, match up to $750. They have over 2,000 slots, live casino, tables like blackjacks and roulette. Remember to use my code VAMOS to claim when you sign up. If you need any help, go to Rockport Discord. All the links are in the description.
At the age of 25, the Brazilian wants a move from West Ham to Manchester City. Right, at the age of 25, as I just mentioned, he's played for clubs, big club, we're talking about Milan. Didn't really do much at AC Milan, he was unlucky as well with injuries. But I know we're talking about today's crazy football markets. It just seems like every player nowadays will be worth 100 million. When we see the kind of signings, like I've mentioned this lots of times, that players like Declan Rice who went to Arsenal for over 100 million, Bellingham to Madrid for 100 million, and many other players. Obviously, you're going to have clubs like West Ham with this kind of players like Paqueta, clubs like Brighton who's asking for a ridiculous price for Caicedo. This is how, and we've seen Saudi Arabia what they're doing with all the money. This is how football is going to be from now on, right? As a neutral fan, as a big football fan, I don't like to see it. I just don't think any footballer is worth 100 million. But look, I think Lucas Paqueta is a good player, and I do understand why Pep wants Paqueta. He's that kind of player where he can play in different positions. His style of football as well, something that City hasn't got, right? If you actually look at City's squad, going forward, players like, obviously Mahrez left, Gunningham left, but it's not, I don't think Guardiola wants him to replace Mahrez. He's a complete different player than Mahrez. But when you look at Paqueta and you look at Jack Grealish, you look Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, Alvarez, who can usually can play as a number 9. He usually replaced Kevin De Bruyne. He can play in the right, can play in the left, can play as a number 9. But Paqueta is that kind of, when you see Paqueta play for West Ham, when you saw Paqueta, I don't know if you guys ever watch him playing for Lyon, when you watch him playing for Brazil, he seems to be playing in different positions, right? His main position, would think, is a number 10, a classic number 10, right? A creative player, playmaker, but he can also play as a number 8, and he's been playing quite a lot as a number 8. And yeah, his style of football, the kind of style of player that is Paqueta and Man City hasn't got. I've said this in a short video that I made. I think he's a good player. Yeah, he's definitely not worth 85 million. I think West Ham is looking into basically to do what they did to Arsenal. You pay or you're not having. And there was Bayern in there for Declan Rice. Apparently there was Chelsea too. Apparently it was Madrid for Declan Rice. West Ham was keep saying now until you actually pay what they want to. And at the end, they got what they want to. Ridiculous price, but they did. This is the same what's going to happen with Paqueta. According to multi reports, the player wants to move. Pep Guardiola really wants Paqueta, and the deal will be done soon. If the deal gets done, I think he's a good player. He's just going to bring into this Manchester City squad, who is already amazing, probably the best squads in the top 5 leagues. Another quality player that will give Guardiola something that he loves: rotate. He does love to rotate, and I know he's coming to a season where Guardiola hasn't got anything to prove, but he will just go and walk all over the Premier League. He's going to win the Premier League by probably 10, 15 points difference, and he's probably going to say goodbye and probably going to go and win the Champions League again. This is why Guardiola is going to hire in the summer transfer after signing already a few players. They just spent almost 100 million in a defender, Gabriel. But with Lucas Paqueta, I think he's a good player. I don't think he's a world class. I don't think he's out of this world. And I don't think he's worth this much money. I think with the money that Man City will be paying at the end, because West Ham is going to push hard until Man City actually pay what it wants. It will be around close to 100 million. And I just don't think he's worth. But yeah, I think Man City will get his signing. Good player, but not out of this world. And this is today's football markets. Guardiola clearly sees something that, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not seeing, because I don't think this guy is I don't think he's out of this world. He's a good player, an average player. Can he do the job? Yeah, he can, but he's also very inconsistent. When it comes to performance, he's so inconsistent. You've seen a lot of games that he just disappear, he goes nowhere. But under Guardiola, you're going to work hard. He loves to rotate, playing well, when he be playing. He has done this with many players, but does it make sense this signing? Yeah, it does, because the season is long and Guardiola wants everything. Like I said, he's greedy. He's baldy. Guardiola is a greedy, bold man in a good way. The mentality of winning all the time. He's just greedy, just wants to win, and he wants to win everything again. And have they got the squad? Yes, and bringing the quality of Paqueta in, because I think he's a good player. He has quality, but he's very inconsistent, and he gets lost, especially when he not plays in his main position. We've seen this lots of times with Brazil, even with West Ham, before with Lyon, even at AC Milan. We've seen he gets lost, but then obviously around the quality that he's going to be around this Man City players, with this Man City team, it can improve. It can only get better. And under Guardiola, we know anyone will cook. And yeah, makes sense for me. Yeah, good player, will be a good signing. I have to say, yeah, but I'm not a big fan of. You clearly know from what I've said for about 8-9 minutes, I'm not a fan of Lucas Paqueta, and he's not worth this money. But look, I want you guys to let me know if I've got a few Man City fans. I know you do follow my channel. Really appreciate the love and support from Man City and every football fan out there. As you guys know, I cover all the top 5 leagues, biggest games, biggest transfer, biggest news of the biggest clubs. So make sure you keep supporting the channel. Make sure if you like this video, and know you do, keep supporting the channel. All I ask is to smash the like, and in every video, and if you're new, of course, subscribe. God bless you all, and I'll see you on the next video.
This video is sponsored by Rockport with Football Ferreira magic code VAMOS. Rockport is offer all my viewers a not lost $20 bet when you use my code VAMOS. Rockport is a gamble site with a sport book which has hundreds of different types of bets and odds. If the sport book isn't your thing, you can still use the code VAMOS and get up to 100% deposit, match up to $750. They have over 2,000 slots, live casino, tables like blackjacks and roulette. Remember to use my code VAMOS to claim when you sign up. If you need any help, go to Rockport Discord. All the links are in the